I have to say, when we implemented neurons at the beginning of last year, it really has inspired and invigorated some of the folks on my team to be thinking a little more creatively about how we approach some of that behind the scenes activity, and it's been a really great change in the way that my team's thinking. So we're actually the largest automotive collision repair provider in the industry. We have about 1,800 centers, a little over 30,000 employees. We have a presence in 41 states. And everyone at Caliber lives by the purpose of restoring the rhythm of your life. Service really is our job one for my service desk team. I mean, we've changed the name from help desk to service desk for that reason. It is an interesting and humorous comparison that most of our business Caliber's customers are not happy when they first engage with us because they've typically had a car accident. And with our service desk, our teammates are often not happy when they're calling because they're frustrated because one of the systems or pieces of equipment isn't working as expected. And so we make it a point to live by the purpose of restoring the rhythm of your life, even when we're engaging with our teammates, because their day, is influenced by the availability of our systems. If you walked in every day and your computer comes on and your network connectivity is there, and it just becomes like not even a thought in your mind that you're using technology. To me, that is what we strive for, is to have that seamless, frictionless experience with technology. It's just something that works. It's like the water and the electricity at your house. One of the things that, inefficiency or manual, high-touch activities are just a loss of time. And by having a tool that we're able to identify some of those manual things and then create a button to push and they no longer have to think about it, sort of frees them up to think even bigger. I think it helps pull the lens back for them. I'm going to say this, and you're probably going to think it's a stretch, but the level that our cybersecurity is at in this organization, I think even is higher than I've seen in industries that are much more regulated than the auto industry. Everything we do, the first question is about how do we secure this solution. So, we are very much a security organization as much as a automotive repair organization. We're going to continue to build out our ISM solution. It's we call it the hub, our implementation, and it's been well received. We are wanting to take it to the next level and sort of start to obscure more of it from the catalog perspective. And customer just comes in and types a little blurb about their problem, and we solve it through auto magic. We're not there yet, but we want to be. The less tickets, the better. That doesn't seem, I'd say, intuitive all the time to people, because it's like the more tickets you have, the more work you have, the more you're needed. And I'm like, the less tickets we have, the better, because that means we're doing our job and people don't notice it. So there's so many little intricate details that we don't necessarily control. But what I tell my team is that we want to get to a point where we're in those systems when they're on, proactively, checking its health and cleaning, those things that people don't think about. I want that stuff going on seamlessly and silently in the background as much as possible, so that when they're calling in, it's a real problem. It's not just a nuisance problem of something that wasn't maintained.